I get it, you're staring at a list of high-end massage chairs and wondering if any of them are actually worth the space they'll take up, the monthly electricity bill, and the price tag. You don't want to waste money on a piece of furniture that just looks fancy but leaves you feeling the same aches you started with. And you're also thinking about whether this thing will actually replace a few trips to the spa or a physical therapist's table. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So let's break down the Human Touch CERTUS Zero Gravity Massage Chair and see if it really lives up to the hype for someone who's serious about recovery, relaxation, or just a little extra pampering at home. First off, the biggest question most buyers have is, will this chair fit in my living room without turning it into a permanent obstacle? The CERTUS Zero is built with a doorway clearance design, meaning it can slide into tighter spaces than many bulkier models. If you have a standard 32-inch door, you can actually get it through without having to knock down a wall. That's a practical win for apartments or houses where the living room also doubles as a home office. The footprint is still about the size of a recliner, so you'll need a dedicated spot, but you won't be forced to sacrifice a whole wall. Now, let's talk about the actual massage experience. The chair offers 11 auto-programmed sequences that run across a three-dimensional track. In plain language, the rollers don't just move up and down your back, they also sweep side to side, mimicking a real therapist's hand movements. For someone who spends hours at a desk, that means the upper back and shoulder blades get a thorough kneading that can loosen that tight computer neck without you having to fiddle with manual settings. The added orbital calf and underfoot reflexology modules are a nice surprise. Most chairs stop at the thighs. If you've ever come home after a long run or a day of hiking, the calf rollers move in a circular pattern that feels a lot like a deep tissue sports massage, and the foot pads provide a gentle stretch that can ease plantar foot tension. One of the features that tends to be a deal-breaker for many is noise. A noisy motor can turn a quiet unwind session into a distraction. The Human Touch line is known for relatively hushed operation, and users have reported that the CERTUS Zero runs at a low hum, barely audible over your TV or music. Speaking of music, the built-in Alltech Lansing Bluetooth speakers let you sync your favorite playlist or a guided meditation without needing a separate sound system. I tried it with a soft jazz track while the chair was on a low-intensity back program. The speakers filled the room just enough to mask the faint motor whine, creating a cohesive spa-like atmosphere. Control simplicity is another area where a lot of chairs stumble. Some models bombard you with endless buttons and a confusing remote. The CERTUS Zero opts for a touchscreen tablet that sits on the armrest. It's laid out in large icons, and the auto-programmed sessions can be selected with a single tap. If you're not tech-savvy, the learning curve is shallow. You can start a default full-body relax and let the chair do the rest. For power users, you can dial in intensity, speed, and focus areas, but you won't feel forced to navigate through layers of menus just to get a quick neck massage. So, who should actually consider buying this chair? If you're a chronic pain sufferer, a frequent gym goer, or someone who regularly experiences tension from long hours behind a screen, the combination of a 3D back track, calf/foot reflexology, and built-in heat, both lumbar and calf, can serve as a daily maintenance tool. Think of it as a home-based recovery station that could shave off at least 1 or 2 professional massage appointments per month. For retirees who value comfort and have the space, the zero-gravity recline also reduces pressure on the spine, which can improve circulation during those long, relaxed sessions. Conversely, there are clear cases where this chair might be overkill. If you only need a quick shoulder rub once a week, a handheld massager or a cheaper 2-seat recliner with basic vibration could do the job. The price point of the CERTUS Zero puts it in the premium bracket, so it's not the best fit for a college student or a renter who's worried about moving heavy furniture. Also, if you have very low tolerance for any mechanical vibration, some people are simply uncomfortable with the sensation of rollers moving across their skin. This model's intensity range might feel too aggressive, even at its lowest setting. Practical strengths are easy to spot. The three-dimensional rolling pattern really does feel deeper than a simple up and down motion, which translates to better muscle release for tight hamstrings or a sore lower back. The orbital calf action is unique in this price segment and adds a sports recovery angle that most competitors lack. The built-in speakers and Bluetooth connectivity eliminate the need for extra hardware, making